going on. This one's going to be about Pamela Smart, the 2020 Tony episode, and arguably the first thought teacher. Because usually when you see all this thought behavior in the classroom, well, it didn't happen when I went to school. And Elizabeth Smart, she looked good back in the day, and well, she turned that cat out, and but I've always said I don't think the young 20-some-year-old teacher should be in high school because this is the kind of thing that's more relevant, prevalent, a certain age, especially at that level. But this was the precursor to Mary Lou Turner and a lot of these other thought teachers that are out here now who be running up somebody, let me tuck you in and do your homework and all this other stuff where it gets a bit scary, freaky, etc., predatory. Even though, let's be realistic, most cats aren't gonna come out and say nothing about it because it's like a fantasy. You sit in the classroom, you thinking, but then this thing turned to murder, and it was hardcore. And then there's no fantasy and the illusion. The reality is you doing some real time. But Pamela Smart, undefined, saying the same, in denial, and that old picture when she posed in her outfit. And I'm thinking, man, when they had an Instagram back then, she'd have had a gajillion hits. But she was a thought teacher, and that thing was a big deal. Should she be released by now? Yeah, she been in there, the tank, for like 30 years deep. However, she has never admitted to her role in killing her husband. So she sits up there and talk about she's a widow and she's still married. But I'm like, yeah, but you had that man killed. You have not owned up to your responsibility with that. And she's in an interesting place. It's still fascinating. In the 90s, you had so many things that came out in the 90s as far as stories, and that was one of the 10 most intriguing stories. And at that particular time, from 90 to about 94, by the time she got convicted and everything, that was a top fiver easily. Some other stories came along and passed it because of notoriety, etc. But that was an intriguing story. And how the whole thing and the three cats, and they already all been released, and she's still in the tank. So she should be, but she has to also acknowledge up to her responsibilities. But yeah, Pamela Smart was the first thought teacher, and 2020 did a good job as far as going back over that and how the whole thing played out. It was a trip, and if you're around, it don't seem that long ago, but that was a trip watching how it's unfold and where she's at and why would she get on the stand. There's a lot of like shaking your heads. But anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about the 2020 special on Pamela Smart, the first thought teacher, and the murder and the whole nine. And prayers and thoughts always are with the families and people involved because it's a very sad, no-win situation. But give me your thoughts and takes about the 2020 special on Pamela Smart, the first thought teacher, murder and everything. All right, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Have a good day. Peace.